Beautiful morning here. Not sure what time it is right now, but been out here since dark. Probably 45 minutes before light. I can see the sun trying to peek through the clouds now. So we had a low pressure system in here last night. Some rain. It's supposed to clear up today. Got a high pressure coming in. Temperatures are supposed to drop this afternoon. Season ender for me. Was fortunate enough to tag a piebald doe during the archery season. And my time was limited as usual due to my army job, but I put in quite a bit of time. Had a couple encounters, one with a nice buck. He was 150 yards from where I'm at right now. So I'm hunting this old rickety wooden stand that was questionable to even get up in, but I checked it before I decided to stay. There's a scrape 20 yards below me that he was freshening up, and I found that after I jumped him up a couple weeks ago. So there's a series of old logging roads here on my property. At the other end of this one here in front of me, there's another series of scrapes that he was freshening up. That's the area I jumped him in. He was kind of between the two on the logging road here. Hoping with the back-to-back weather changes we see something this morning. Tons of activity as far as wildlife goes, but haven't seen a deer yet. Yeah, like I said, 3 days left of the New Hampshire deer season. I have Army business this weekend, so today's December 1st, Friday. I'll be out all day. Trying to see if I can fill one last tag. I got this Remington 770 that was gifted to me by a good friend Mark 3 years ago, I guess it was now. So the first season I think I got out a couple times, but I didn't get to hunt that much. 2 years ago, opening day of rifle season, was probably 300-400 yards from here out back on a stone wall. Had my neighbor way out back, I call Tommy Triggerfinger, decided to just, target practice through rifle season, so I never seen another deer. Had shot 2 with the bow early season, two years ago, but never did recover them. Tons of blood. Spent hours. I think I had 13 hours vested in one of them. Yeah, 3 different days out there, grid searching after the end of the blood trail, but that's the way it goes, I guess. But yeah, so I've yet to harvest a deer with this rifle. I had a chance at that buck this year, but didn't have a good shot, so hopefully we'll see him today, or one of his buddies. So we'll see what happens. It's gonna be tough self-filming and without the proper equipment, but we'll see what we can do. Well, uneventful morning. Forget what time it is now. Almost 10:30. It's that other dilemma you get to. Do you sit all day? Do you get down, go out for lunch, come back? Usually a no-brainer during the rut. You sit all day. It's tough to say late season here now, but it's December 1st. Rifle's almost over, like I said, by Sunday, so 2 more days after today. But you do get those does that go into estrus late, you know, so the bucks could be, you know, roaming still at this point, scent checking for them, but a couple squirrels wreaking havoc behind me, chasing each other. It's pretty much been the morning. Had them too. A couple chipmunks right out in front of me, and then a couple more squirrels over here to my right doing the same. But again, first time I've hunted this stand. There's decent sign over here, not too much, but I don't know the area as far as movement very well on this side, so I think I'm going to chance it and get down. I'm going to go pack up my bag that I didn't do this morning. I'm going to head right back out and sit the rest of the day, just because it's my last opportunity during rifle anyways. I did actually bought my license for Mass as well on Tuesday, so I'll be hunting down there after work, you know, for like the last hour and a half of each day that I can get out. Just better my chances, I guess. So I have 2 buck tags here for New Hampshire, 1 for rifle, which is either today or nothing. And then I have 1 more special deer permit, which is buck only with the bow. So I still have that chance. And then 2 buck tags for Mass. That'll be bow only. So not over yet, but it's winding down. So I'll catch you guys later on. Well, been set up here for 30 minutes or so. It's 3 o'clock. So I got out here later than I wanted to. Had a couple things to take care of. Supposed to have a northwest wind. I think it's more west at this point. The sun behind me there. But there's a field over here, and there's a pretty fresh rub line coming alongside of it. So we're pretty much in the swamp. At this point it's all wet. Kicked up a couple moose out of here earlier this season. There was plenty of sign. I've hunted here a few times before, but straight out in front of me is a doe bedding area. So hopefully we'll get some action coming out of there. I don't see too many deer in that field, to be honest. I have seen them in there, but it's just a grass field. It's not food, so it's tough to say if they always go in there. Maybe later on in the night when you can't see, but you would think they would, you know. But it's like I said, we got the bedding area over here, straight out in front of me, a little to the left actually. Got this little creek bottom that pretty much splits the bedding area to the field there. It drops down there before it goes back up into the field. So again, rub line, pretty good one actually. Right along the side, running in the direction with the wind up the one side, but you get the whole back. So hopefully if the does are heading that way, there'll be some bucks, you know, following them or whatever. So we'll just have to see. So there's a doe bedding area. I guess bucks could be bedding out there as well. It's pretty thick out there. It's a little wet, but kind of rolling hills, so it's pretty dry as well, but it's thick. A lot of brambles out there. So during archery, I had a doe come right out of here, turned in, coming right at me, and then started skirting around this way, probably to get downwind of me. But never did pick me up. But show you one of my mishaps from the season. So I posted that to Instagram and Facebook today, but see if I can get you in there to see it. If I can find it. There it is. I don't know if you can see that center screen. It's one of my arrows, about 10 feet up in the tree. So I was gonna shoot just the side of it there, in between that little window where the water is, right there. It's kind of the only shot I had as she walked that direction. So drew on her. As soon as she stepped into that window, I squeezed the trigger on my release and nothing happened. First time ever in my life that's happened. So string didn't release, nothing happened. So I took my cheek off the string to see what the deal was, to see if the jaws opened. And then it went off, and, hence the arrow up in the tree. But she just took a couple hops. Didn't go far. She was looking back. I didn't have a shot after that. Obviously, it's pretty thick over that way, and she just walked off back towards the bedding area. So it was Deer 1, Sarge 0 on that one. But I ended up getting that piebald doe, so, which was actually a lot bigger than that one, so it worked out, I guess. But those things happen, unfortunately. I don't know if I had my release kind of cocked in my hand and the string got caught up or what happened, but such is life.